Hi, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium, and welcome to my Full Moon Fun live stream. If you're watching the replay, this was recorded on February 12th, 2025. We're going to talk about all the stuff about the moon, the astronomical, the astrological, the spiritual. So if you have any questions, put them below, and we're going to talk about it. So I want to talk about, please subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. And when this is posted on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. I have lots of good information on the channel. So I'm going to talk about the moon, the full moon. It is today. It is bright. It is extraordinary. It is beautiful. I have a sinful amount of, let me fix my phone here. I have a sinful amount of photos of the moon on my phone because I just cannot help myself. I take pictures of it in every phase, as well as the sun. So for those of you who are new here, I am an evidential medium, but I'm also a scientist with a master's degree in astronomy. So that's why I like to blend the science of what's happening in the sky with my mediumship. Let's see, I have several cards. I have some cool astronomical stuff. I got this at the Still Room here in Central Florida. It's a cosmic, this is a map drawn in 1375, and this is my journal for 2025, and it's gorgeous. So this is before everybody knew that the Earth was the center of the universe at the time, not to mention the solar system, because there's a big difference. And I also have these cool star code astro oracle cards. These are really, really comprehensive. So anybody, if you have any questions about the moon, let me know. Again, today's February 12th, 2025, if you're watching the replay. So I am a former science professor and teacher, and so I like to draw everything out on my little notepad. May not be that professional. I don't have the fancy stuff flashing on my screen. Hi, Forever 16. I'm talking about the moon. Today's the full moon. All right, so the moon goes through phases. The sun, I'll draw it. It's easier for me to draw it. All right, so I'm gonna have to write it backwards, I guess. S-U-N. Oh, and my pens, does that look right? Sun? Yeah. Sun. And then the earth, my pen's running out of ink, will be the little dot. And I need my nails painted, so I'll get to that later today. My bangs. The moon goes around the earth, and as it goes around the earth, I'm going to make this bigger so everybody can see. Of course, my pen runs out. All right, so here's the sun and here's the earth. The moon goes around the earth, and as it does that, it has phases. So when the moon, this is the moon, is between the sun and the earth, this side of the moon is lit and this side of the moon is dark. There's always half the moon is always lit. There's no dark side of the moon. There's always half of it has sunlight on it. So this would be a new moon. This is Earth. This is the moon. The sun is shining always on this side of the moon. So this is a new moon. So that happened 2 weeks ago. And this is what's happening today. Hello, everyone who's joining. This is what's happening today. I'll draw it out for you. This is a full moon. So this is today, February 12th, and anytime there's a full moon, we have the earth, the sun, and we see from our perspective on Earth, the moon lit up we see a circle. So this side of the moon, hi Cindy, Hi, everybody. Please share and click like. We see the fully lit side. So that's today. So we have sun, earth, and moon. Now, when we have eclipses, you hear a lot about lunar eclipses. The lunar eclipse has to happen during the full moon. Otherwise, we would never be able to see it. Because if it was during the new moon, it's dark over here, right? But if it's during the full moon, that's when we have a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse is when the earth crosses in front of the full moon and casts a shadow on it. So that's your astronomy of new moon phases today for the full moon. Any questions, please let me know. Likes and shares are always appreciated. The moon also, if you ever lived on a farm or knew somebody who had a baby on the full moon, or you know that farm animals are more often born on the full moon, people have weird things happen on full moons. I believe there's a little bit of science behind that because we are 70% water and most large animals are at least about that much too. Horses, cows, etc. And the moon affects the tides of the earth, the ocean tides. The gravity of the moon pulls the water of the earth around, and that's why we have ocean tides. And if we're mostly water, then it would make sense that the moon would affect us. That is not a scientific fact. That is not proven, but it makes sense to me. It's kind of like an educated guess. Skeptical scientists would be like, there's no science behind it, when, you know, you're actually saying two different things. Because if the moon controls the gravitational pull of the water in the ocean, why wouldn't it control the gravitational pull of our body and in our brain, right? Because we have a lot of water in there because we're mostly made up of water. So if anybody has questions, let me know. I'm going to do some card pulls, so please share this with your friends and loved ones. Get me out there because I want to answer questions and pull cards. Let's see. So the moon does not, the light, thank you very much, Cindy. I'm trying to be more professional. And the red lips are, it's symbolism for strength, and I'm not taking any stuff from anybody. The light of the moon does not have its own light. The light of the moon is always from the sun. So whenever you see any part of the moon lit up, that is sunlight. So when you go out at night, tonight, and you look, if you don't have clouds where you live, and you look at the moon and it's so bright, and it can kind of sting your eyes for a second. I have very sensitive eyes. I don't know if you guys do, but that is because that's sunlight. The surface of the moon is very reflective and it has no atmosphere. So the regolith, which is what the dirt on the moon is called, is very reflective. So, all right, so there's that. I'm just going through my list. And then, I talked about the lunar eclipse. So when you see a crescent moon, okay, so I'm going to draw another moon on my paper here. When you see the moon at this phase here, so from our perspective, it's going to look like a forward D or a backward D, depending on if it's here or here. You can see a little bit of the outline of the other side of the moon because the moon is still there, and we call that earth shine. So that's a reflection from the earth's light that's being reflected from the sun on to the moon. So you can see a little bit of it reflected there, which is awesome. Hi, everybody who's joining. And then let's see, there have been 12 American men land on the moon. And an interesting thing about that is when they were testing people, when they were testing astronauts to go to the moon in the 1960s, they tested women as well as men. And because women are generally, especially in the 1960s, much less weight, they tested them because every pound or kilogram you send on a spacecraft takes up fuel. And so the less weight, the less fuel you need to launch off the Earth, because it takes a powerful rocket to get you off the surface of the Earth. So, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm talking about the moon. It's full moon fun today, and I'm going to be pulling some cards in a moment. So let me know if you have any questions about the moon, or tarot, oracle, or mediumship. I'm a scientist and a medium, for those of you just popping in. Hi, USA Proud. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody, for the likes and the follows. I really appreciate it. All right, so the full moon in a spiritual sense represents clarity, illumination. It's a great time to manifest. It's a great time to release the old and manifest the new. You can make moon water, get a clear jar, fill it with water, and after the sun sets, set the jar outside. Set an intention for the water, like please bring wonderful positive energy to this water, and then you can use it to water your plants. You can filter it and drink it, or you can filter it before and drink it. I add a little salt to mine and I water my plants, and my plants, you can see they're so happy. So it's a great time to make moon water. You can put crystals in it as well, if you're into crystals and that kind of stuff. So there's all different kinds of moon water rituals you can do. You can Google them. There's tons of them. All right. Hello. Okay. What else? So when you say, so like I'm a Sagittarius, that's my sun sign. And when you say I'm a Sagittarius, you have other placements. You have a sun sign, a rising sign, and a moon sign. And there's a whole bunch of other placements. But I just want to talk about sun, moon, and rising. So I have a Sagittarius sun sign. That means when I was born, the sun was rising in the constellation of Sagittarius every day for that month. So from like November 21st to December 21st, approximately. The rising or ascending is where the sun was at the moment of my birth. And because I was born in the morning, the sun was still in Sagittarius, because the sun is, moving relative to us with the constellations behind. You have to think three-dimensionally. My moon sign is Aries. That's where was the moon, what constellation from our perspective on Earth was the moon in when I was born. At the moment I was born at 6:30 in the morning. And it depends where you are on Earth. It can change. If you're in India versus New York, that could be different because of the three-dimensionality of the positions of the Earth and the moon and the constellations behind them. So when you do your Zodiac readings, like if you watch people who do Zodiac, hi Alessa, if you watch people who do Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, all of those, you should look up. There's free websites all over the internet to find your sun, moon, and rising. You put the date you were born, the time you were born, and where you were born, and it'll give you all of your positions. And then you can watch the different Zodiac predictions on different channels. I don't do those. I'm just recommending. They're pretty cool. I have some favorite creators that I watch. Okay. Let's see. moon. I talked about charging the crystals in the moon water. Oh, and you can also have heightened psychic awareness during the full moon because it's a powerful time, and depending on how far and close the moon is to the earth, it also affects things. Sometimes the moon is further away, sometimes the moon is closer, and that can also change things too. I have like very vivid and crazy dreams every single night, so I don't really tell a big difference with a full moon because it's like all the time. My crazy dreams last night were I adopted 2 dolphins and I was keeping them in my bathtub and feeding them crackers. So that's how my brain works. I don't know why, but that was the dream. Also, it is good to study your culture, study your beliefs. What is it in your family line or your ancestry? What type of rituals did your, religious practice or spiritual practice in your family practice? What did you do? What should you do? Everybody's is different. There's a million different kinds of moon rituals. Do some research and find out what feels right for you. What feels right for you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you for the shares. Liz, is that you? Is that the real Liz, or do you have a copycat? Thank you. It's the lighting, and I got my bright red lipstick for my. It means something. I can tell you offline. It's for strength. It's for strength. Okay, good. And then meditation and reflection practices. So it's a good time to meditate and reflect on what are you wanting to work on? What are you wanting your future to look like? What are you wanting to let go? So that is a brief bit about the moon. I think so, Liz. I think so. Yeah, it's a trend, right? It goes back to World War II. I hope I don't get suspended for saying that, or a warning. Anyway, okay, so I know on YouTube they won't suspend me. All right, I want to pull some cards, and if anybody has any questions, let me know. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I do have a buy one, get one free special right now for all my 30 and 45-minute readings. So if you purchase a reading, mediumship reading, you will get a free reading either to gift to someone or for yourself later. So that is another little tidbit. So anybody, if you want a card pull, put an emoji. I'm going to use, where's my other deck? I have several decks here. I'm going to close that. Sorry about the noise. Somebody is, I know, right? Liz said, that's a steal. I'm trying to spread the healing around the world. I'm going to use my Cosmic Oracle. Would love one. Hi, Buttons. Thank you for all the likes and the gifts and all of that stuff. I appreciate it. Please share the live. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing. And it helps boost me in the algorithm. All right, for buttons. Oh, wow. That was quick. And I love that. It's 2 days before Valentine's Day. You're not going to believe this card. Understanding. Understanding is the key to deep connections. So if you are having any type of relationship, whether it be romantic or friendship or family, and you're kind of having a bump in the road or some kind of misunderstanding or some kind of argument, keep an open mind and know that progress, not perfection, is what we should be aiming for, especially if it's someone who you feel like the relationship is worthy to keep. If it's something that, it's just a little bump in the road, it's just something I can work out. Broaden your mind and have compassion and understanding. Maybe put yourself in their shoes, try to understand their point of view. Now, that being said, this does not mean if somebody's being abusive physically or mentally, that does not mean be understanding to that. That's not what I mean at all. Please do not stay in any relationship that's abusive. Try to get away from that as fast as possible. Okay, so buttons, let me know if you understand that card for you. Okay, and then we had Christy. Oh, you know what, buttons? There were 2 cards. The next one was Harmony. They both fell out on top of each other. I didn't even realize. So this is interesting because harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. So I think the fact that these 2 came out together is amazing. Understanding and harmony. Put those together. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you got that. Good, good, good. All right. All right. So let's see. Christy. What can we have for Christy? Today's the full moon. So for everyone watching on a full moon, emotions can run high sometimes. So be patient, be present. Don't react if you don't need to. You can always save the conversation for later. You don't have to get into a big blowout. Full moons can bring a lot of energy. All right, Christy. What do we? Oh, that flipped back. Okay, there we go. Oh, 2 for you too, Christy. All right, compassion and balance. Compassion and balance. I love those feathers. Oh, and there's look at that. There's a full moon on that card. That's amazing. Compassion, Christy. Embrace others' differences and accept your own imperfections. So have compassion for others. You may be dealing with somebody who's on the spectrum. You may be dealing with somebody who's dealing with a health issue. You may be dealing with somebody who's dealing with an emotional issue. Have compassion for them in your interactions. And again, more harmony. Find balance to maintain your relationship. So have compassion for whatever your loved ones are dealing with and balance to find harmony. So you don't want to overreact to any situation. If there's a situation where you're frustrated, take some deep breaths. Take 3 deep breaths at least, and then pause and don't react. Maybe ask questions in a non-confrontational way. Be patient and maybe ask to have the conversation later. The full moon is going to be emotional. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad that resonates with you. Now, I am a person who, I'm Sag, Aries, so I'm fire, triple fire. So I've had a tendency to be a little dramatic in my life. Today is not the day. That's right. Today, just breathe through it. Anybody else want a card? Please put an emoji. And thank you for joining. Oh, how funny, lovely. When's your date of birth? What's your birthday? You don't have to give me the year. They're muting all of the emojis for some dumb reason. Oh, I'm the 7th. I'm 12/7. That's awesome. Hi, Kelly. All right, I'm going to go back up. I think, okay. All right, so next we'll have Liz is me and my Leo moon. Yep, that's fire too. April, protect trans youth. I couldn't agree more. And then Lovely is next. Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a little mute button by all the emojis on my side. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't even know if you can see their emojis. All right, April. Card for April. Oh, fell on the floor. Give me a moment. All right. Ooh, I love this. Oh my God. Bravery. How perfect for your screen name that you got that this card popped out. Face the unknown with bravery. Trust your steps. So you are making a very bold statement with your screen name. And it's hard right now. And I want you to know that I support your screen name. And it's very brave because you could get a lot of hate from people who don't understand, people who are uninformed, people who listen to the wrong information, people who are uneducated. So please know that you are being brave and it is helping others more than you know. Just seeing that, a person scrolling and just seeing that, it could change their day, it could change their life. So I appreciate your bravery. Very good. I love it. I hope that resonates with you. Okay, my hair is itching me. I usually have it back in a ponytail. All right, Lovely, you are next. Oh, that popped out quick. So Lovely, if you're still here. Hi, Trina. Thank you. Oh, my nails need to be painted. I'm doing that this afternoon. Lovely, you are next. If you're still here, let me know. If not, maybe you'll see the replay on my YouTube channel. Cleansing. I'm just going through everybody. There's not a lot here, so I'm just going through everybody. So if you want a card, Angelina, I'm glad to see you here. All right. Lovely, cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove negative energy. So when I come in this room, this is my office. This is where I do my readings. I usually have all my cards set out from the night before if I'm doing lives or readings. And I try to straighten up. I have my coffee and my water. Sometimes I have a snack depending on what time of day it is. I try to, use a cloth to kind of wipe up any dust that has settled. I make sure my plants are watered, my sparkly lights are on. So cleansing clears the air for the energy to flow. So I feel like you have something that's stuck and you need your energy to flow. So you need to cleanse your space. You need to cleanse your mind. Maybe start a meditation practice. There are lots of apps. There's lots of meditations on YouTube. There's lots of apps that will walk you through a meditation. Even if you meditate start with 30 seconds. Oh, really? You were told this yesterday. Interesting. Even if you start with 30 seconds at a time and build up to 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, 10 minutes, just to slow down the hamster wheel. Oh, you were told to cleanse your house yesterday. Interesting. Now, is that confirmation from Spirit or what? I mean, of all the 50 or 60 cards in this deck, that's the one that popped out for you. That was Spirit guided. Excellent. My husband uses Headspace, is what it's called. It does, I think you can get a 2-week free trial. I do not get paid by them. I recommend it to people all the time. And it walks you through each day. There's a little bit of wisdom and a meditation, and it walks you through. And I love it. And we meditate together in the mornings. It's called Headspace. All right, I'm going back through the list up here. Kelly is Kelly. Then who is next? Angelina. I think Kelly and Angelina and Patty. All right. Kelly, Angelina, and Patty. Yeah. Oh, wow. Kelly. Jeez. Kelly, please tell me if you got this card before. Because it just flipped out, you saw. Universal Wisdom. Did I pull that card for you the other day? Thank you for the join my team. That's amazing. The universe is full of wisdom. Wisdom, seek its guidance. And I know this about you. Kelly's one of my students, and she's always seeking wisdom. She's always searching. She's always studying. She's always looking stuff up constantly, all the time. So, universal wisdom. I swear I pulled this for you the other day. Let me know if I did. All right, Kelly, that's for you. Perfect. And then we had Angelina and Patty. I don't know if I did that in the right order. I need a drink of my coffee. It's coffee time. And for everybody watching that wasn't here, right, Angelina, I have a buy one, get one free for all my mediumship readings. For all of my 30 or 45 minute readings. You do not need a coupon. As soon as you book one, you'll get 2 emails, one automated and one personalized from me. And then we'll set up the second free reading, which you can gift to a friend. If you order a 45-minute reading, you get a free 45-minute reading. If you order a 30-minute reading, you get a free 30-minute reading. Okay, Hope. Angelina, Hope. Look at that, gorgeous. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. So this makes me feel like there's something weighing on you, and you're trying to like be, gosh, I don't know what to do in this situation. Should I go left or should I go right? Should I explore this or should I ignore this? Ooh, that's a quote. I'm saving that. Should I explore this or should I ignore this? Nick gets wisdom sometimes. If I don't write it down, I'll forget. Anybody here understand? Okay, perfect. You understand. So, I tell everybody, breathe through it. Breathe through it. Ask your guides. And if you don't know who your spirit guides are, just say, hey, spirit, God, universe, whoever, whatever your spiritual practice is, say, please show me the path. Please show me a sign. Please show me what to do. And I always tell people, if you're trying to decide through this or that, when the doors are open and it seems like, okay, it's leading me this way, I need to follow this path, then that's the path you should be going down. When the doors are closing, boom, 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 like you didn't get the job you wanted, or you didn't get the mortgage on that house, or this person didn't want to be your friend anymore. Let that go. Let that go. That was meant to be that way. But when the doors open, you got the mortgage, or your friend said, let's be friends forever, or you got that job, or you started that business. Door open, door open, door open. Keep going through the open doors. So just have hope and faith that the universe, God, spirit is going to guide you in the right path. Okay? All right. Kelly said, last time my dad called in the middle of it and the volume went up. Oh, wow. That's crazy. And I think Patty's next. I think. Hi, everybody who's joining. Thank you for all the shares and likes. I really appreciate it. I think, Patty, are you still here? and then Marissa. Patty and Marissa. All right, Patty. All right. Card for Patty. Where's Patty? Oh, that one flipped in the deck. It's my all-time favorite way to get a card when it flips over in the middle of the deck. Love it. Another cleansing. How interesting. Same card that came out before. So you need something cleansed in your mind. You need something cleansed in your space where you're living or working, or in a relationship. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be any kind of relationship. You need to cleanse something in order to be able to think more clearly. When we have a cluttered mind or a cluttered space or heavy emotions in a relationship that aren't being cleared, it really makes everything uncomfortable. And so cleanse it. Now, I've been one to, work 3 jobs at a time, don't have time to really do any cleaning, back when I was younger and I had the energy to do all that. But try to, even if you just clear off 1 square foot of the counter today, do something to cleanse it. If it's your mind, do some type of meditation. If it's a relationship where you need to have a deep conversation, I would wait till after the full moon, because it can be very energized, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is not emotionally mature. Okay, good, Angelina. I'm glad. So Patty, let me know if you understand that card. You are welcome. All right, let's see. And the next person was Marissa. If Marissa's still here. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yay. Marissa. I got to keep an eye on the time. I will be live at 8 p.m. Whoa, collaboration and freedom. Interesting. I will be live at 8 o'clock Eastern on YouTube tonight. So I highly recommend everybody subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of my content is saved there. I have my mediumship information playlist. I have all my live replays, all my collaboration replays. They're all there. All right. Speaking of collaboration, another card with the full moon and the sun, which you'll never see that in the sky on this planet. If it's a full moon, it's on the opposite end of the sun. So when the sun sets today, look in the opposite direction of the sky and you'll see the full moon rise. If it hasn't risen yet, give it about 30 minutes and you'll see. Full moon and sun are always on the opposite side of the sky. Okay, collaboration for Marissa. Collaboration achieves greater goals. It's interesting because this year, my 2025, my theme is collaboration. I've been collaborating with a lot of other content creators, a lot of other mediums, psychics, and tarot readers. So you'll see me. I've always gone live a lot with Medium Kathy. We've done tons of stuff together, but I'm adding other people in as well because it's the year of collaboration. So collaboration. So sometimes we can't do everything alone, and I'm getting information from Spirit saying sometimes you're trying to do everything by yourself and you need to ask for help. And sometimes it's hard to ask for help because we're like, it's easier if I just do it. If I have to explain it to this grown adult person to do this thing, it's a waste of my time. I'd rather just do it. You have to start asking for help. And freedom. Freedom comes from inner liberation. So I love these two together because it makes me feel like there's a part of you that feels, I don't want to make this sound negative, but like trapped or contained in a way where you need to bust out and explore or find out who you are or remember who you are. Because often as adults, we get so bogged down with life that we forget who we really are because we're doing. Okay. Thank you, Marissa. Definitely have a hard time asking for help. So start asking for help, and that will give you the freedom. Even if you have to train somebody to help you, which sucks, but sometimes we have to do that. And then you'll have the time, once you're getting the help you need, you'll have the time to remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself who you are. Find that person again. Be that person. Do the things, the healthy things that person once did. Kelly said, calibrate my compass. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Let's see, gotta pay attention to the time. Anybody else here? Definitely resonate. My pleasure. Anybody else here that hasn't had a card pull? I hope you guys enjoyed, the moon information at the beginning. All right, Diana and Trina and Susie. Hello. All right, Diana, Trina, Susie. Thank you for being here. And I do have a buy one, get one free mediumship reading special now for all 30 and 45-minute readings. If you book a 30 or 45-minute, you get a totally free 30 or 45-minute reading. And you can gift it to a friend. So it doesn't have to be for you. You can give one away. So love and communication. So this is Diana. Love and communication. Love and communication. All right. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. Communication, effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. So you may be dealing with a new relationship, or you may be dealing with trying to rejuvenate your relationship, or you're trying to find a new relationship, but something with exploring love, but you need to use communication. So if you are dealing with someone you're already in a relationship with, sharpen up the communication. Maybe get into couples counseling if you're struggling with your communication, because there's nothing worse than loving someone and needing help with communication. Or you're starting something new and you're kind of like iffy about the communication. So let me know. That was Diana. Let me know if that resonates. Love and communication. Love and communication. All right. And then Trina is next. Right on. Perfect. So it's all about the communication. You can't have lasting love, another 2 more cards fell out. You can't have lasting love without good communication. All right. Trina. I love the cards. I love them. Determination and friendship. So we have determination and friendship. So determination, face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. So I always say we have access to everything in the universe. So if there's something you're trying to achieve right now, a hill you're trying to climb, I keep hearing that in my head, a hill you're trying to climb, something you're trying to overcome, be determined. You can do it. You may have a day where you lay on the couch and watch Netflix and eat ice cream all day. I don't know. You may just need a rest day. You may need just a mental rest day where I'm just taking the day off. One day is not going to make that big of a difference. I'm taking the day off. But the next day, you're going to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and you're going to make it happen. And then the friendship makes me feel like you have a friend or somebody you're in some type of relationship with that can help guide you through this process, who you need to lean on to listen to you through this. Now, a true friend will listen to you whine and cry 1,000,000 times over and over and over. But a true friend will also let you know when, okay, you just keep whining and crying, but you're not doing anything about it. So I have a feeling that you have a friend who can help guide you through this. So there's a time, like I'll listen to my friends whine and cry, but I also tell them when they need to do something, right? You can't just whine and cry for 20 years and not make any changes. So let me know, Trina, if that resonates with you, if you're still here. If not, any of these readings, if you're watching the replay, if they resonate with you, it was meant for you to find this video. Okay? Hello, everyone. Thank you. Oh, 100% correct. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, Susie's next. If Susie's still here, you are very welcome. So again, on YouTube, I always put my replays on YouTube. If you're watching the replay at any time and the message is for you, take it. That's Spirit saying, I led you to this replay for a reason. Nothing happens by accident. All right, self-love. Self-love for Susie Patterson. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Okay. So this makes me feel like sometimes you may put others before you. You put yourself second, third, fourth, or fifth, or 10th. And it's time for you to put yourself first. Self-love, Susie. You have to embrace your wonderful qualities. You have wonderful qualities. You have things to offer the world, but you also deserve what you're giving to be reciprocated. It makes me feel like there are people you're giving to that are not matching you equally. Like you're giving, and they're taking, and there's no give and take. It's just they're taking. So part of self-love is putting up a boundary, and you don't have to give until you're empty. So make sure you are asking for things in return, not in a selfish way, but in a way where you can, I don't know if you've ever heard this term before, but there was a period of time where we called them your love tanks. So you fit like a gas tank, but love tanks. You have to have your love tanks filled. If you empty them and then they're empty, you have nothing else to give because nobody's reciprocating what you're giving. So let me know if that resonates with you. Any questions about mediumship, cards, the moon, because it's full moon madness. Don't forget, make your moon water. Don't put it out in the sun. Put water in a clear jar. I use an old spaghetti sauce jar that I took the label off of, and I fill it with water. I sprinkle a little Himalayan salt in it, and I set an intention, and I put it outside in the moonlight. And as soon as I wake up in the morning, I bring it in, and then I water my plants with it. Yep, it's today. Yep, and that happens. The animals are extra crazy. If you were here at the beginning of my life, I talked about that. If you've ever lived on a farm, I had a lot of animals growing up. Horses, cows, ducks, chickens, turkeys, cats, dogs, you name it, we had it. And things were always weird on the full moon. Yep. I was talking about how our bodies and most big animals' bodies are made of 70% water, and the moon affects the tides of the earth, the ocean, and the big lakes. So it makes sense that it would affect us too. Okay, everybody, thank you for being here. I'll be live on YouTube today, February 12th at 8 p.m., talking about more moon stuff and answering questions and doing readings. I hope to see you all there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have tons of content there. I interview people. I have a bunch of new interviews scheduled for a bunch of other creators and healers over the next few weeks. Those are going to be recorded and posted. And I want to send love to everybody and stay safe during the full moon. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here.